What's something you saw as a kid but didn't realize was messed up until you were older? When I was 9, I thought I was the luckiest kid on my street. Every Friday after school, my neighbor Mrs. Keller would invite me over to help with her little projects. She lived alone in this huge, quiet house that always smelled like lavender. My parents adored her. They called her sweet, artistic, creative, and that's exactly what I believe too. She had this old camera with giant lenses, and she told me I was her favorite subject. At first, it felt exciting. She'd fix my hair, straighten my clothes, move me into spots by the window, and say things like, tilt your chin, don't smile too much. Real photos should feel timeless. Then she'd hand me $10. To a 9-year-old, that felt like winning the lottery. So I kept going back. Every week, the rules got a little stranger. I had to wear plain clothes. No bright colors, no logos. Sometimes she'd hand me outfits herself and say they looked better on camera. I never questioned it because when you're a kid, adults always sound like they know what they're doing. Then one day, I brought my friend Emma. The second we walked in, the whole mood changed. Mrs. Keller smiled at her, but it wasn't warm. It was measuring. She held out a dress and asked Emma to change. Emma looked at the dress, looked at me, and quietly said, I think I'm going home. After that, she barely spoke to me for days. I thought I was the problem, but I kept going back because Mrs. Keller had made me feel chosen, special, different. Then on my 10th birthday, she gave me a necklace and a velvet box and whispered, don't tell your parents. They wouldn't understand our work. Back then, I nodded. Now, that sentence makes my skin crawl. The last time I went over, I was posing in her living room when the front door opened. Her son walked in, froze, looked at me, the camera, the clothes laid out nearby, and his whole face changed. What is this? He snapped. Mrs. Keller rushed to explain, but he cut her off. No, this isn't normal. Then he looked at me and said, go home, now. A few days later, police cars showed up outside her house. Boxes were carried out, curtains closed, and just like that, it was over. Years later, in a class about manipulation and boundaries, it all came rushing back. The gifts, the secrecy, the way she made me feel chosen. And the part that still haunts me most, nothing about it felt scary when it was happening. That's how wrong it was.